day 2 of my 3-day fast, and I feel well rested and rejuvenated after the bone broth fast yesterday. Today I am dry fasting, which basically means that I am not eating any food or drinking any liquid for the entire day and probably until tomorrow morning. Dry fasting is something that I implemented in my practice about 2 or 3 years ago, and I've found that it's almost easier than the water fast, because even though I've been fasting for well over a decade, it doesn't mean that sometimes the fasting is not challenging, because there are a lot of things happening, not only on the physical level, but obviously emotionally, mentally. So sometimes it's still challenging depending on what's going on in my life and in my body. But I believe that with the dry fasting, because my test buds are not being stimulated at all, then there is no response happening in that sense, and it almost makes it for a smoother ride. It's also said that the dry fasting greatly increases the many benefits of water fast or any form of fasting, because in the absence of water, then the body goes through the process of autophagy a lot faster and more efficiently, which is basically a process of getting rid of the damaged or dysfunctional cells in the body and going through a recycling where newer cells can be produced. So it's basically a big cleanse of our entire body. Again, not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally, a lot of things happening. So today I will be doing this, having nothing. And again, I would also maybe like to say that not to go into extending period of fasting if you don't have the prior experience, especially with the dry fasting. Like I say, I've been fasting for a long time now, and I've experimented with many types of fast, and I know my body very well at this point and the responses. And sometimes it's also about cutting a fast shorter than plan. Like I've also had times where I embarked on longer fasts and I had to stop because my body, the signals in my body were just like, okay, girl, that's it. So it's important also, to acknowledge that it's not just about, pushing through all the time, but really learning to listen to our body and its messages.